Alrighty, here we are, round one against Tea Drinker. Thankfully, I have an Enduring Vitality. Am I really on the play? Oh, okay. So my two choices here are just play Enduring Vitality and pass turn, or play like Othra. He's probably playing Burn. He could be playing Burn, or he could be playing some other 25 card deck. It's probably Burn. If it's Burn, I should probably just play the Swamp Moss Ancient and forego my Enduring Vitality. But if it's anything else, I would rather have Enduring Vitality. So I think I'll go with the Enduring Vitality this time. Enduring Vitality is not the worst against Burn, because if they play like cards to try and kill, I don't know how to explain this. It raises your creature's toughness, so you can block like the Aimbrail Archangel or whatever, and possibly survive Flame Lance and Lightning Spark. I don't recognize the name Tea Drinker, so maybe he got his maybe he got his tickets from draft, or maybe he just got them when I wasn't playing. So that sounds like a nice grasp. That was a nice grasp. So he's definitely on Burn, which means I'm definitely playing this Tremorsaur, and probably playing Mastodon to follow it up, so he can't just kill it with Burnout. He would have to play 2 burn spells just to kill Tremorsaur. And if he's playing Stasis Warden, that would suck. But there's not a lot I can do about that. So he has to play double burn spell in order to kill this Tremorsaur. I think that's better than playing Swamp Moss Ancient plus Tremorsaur. Because he can't avoid playing Tempest spells to avoid dealing damage to me. That's just not possible. So he has to kill the Tremorsaur with just using burn spells, and that lets me give my board away with Patron. I actually probably should have paid the Tremorsaur in this lane 2, and then played the Mastodon in lane 1. So like, if he killed the Tremorsaur, which he probably has to, so he has Stasis Warden, so he doesn't even have to. But I could play double Patron this turn instead of like Patron and Mastodon, which is probably what I'm going to play. Could also play Patron Warclaw. Not sure which is better. Looks like I didn't catch what he just played. I'm pretty sure it was a Burnout. Or, I'm sorry, so he played Stasis Warden and then Ice Grasp. Okay, so let's play Patron of Deepwood in these 2 spaces, and then Mastodon in front of Stasis Warden. This prevents him from killing Mastodon with a Flame Lance. It doesn't prevent him from killing my Tatrons, but it does keep another dinosaur around, pumps my Tremorsaur, and encourages him to kill this Mastodon in front of Stasis Warden. Because if he doesn't, I might draw Brawn and kill his Stasis Warden, then this Tremorsaur would do a lot of damage to him. Little does he realize that I just don't have Bronze, if I ever had them. So I might just Dendrify the Stasis Warden so he can't freeze my Tremorsaur. You have to play another Stasis Warden, slow down his turn a little more, which lets all my other creatures hit him. Ambriel's Edict would give me one of my 8 power creatures, which sucks. But if he Ambriel's Edicts first, then he discards his hand. But if he does it second, he probably plays a Tempest spell, which would increase my Tremorsaur's power above 6, so I'm left with the Tremorsaur, which is the creature I'm most interested in. This is one of the slower Burn players I think I've ever played against. When I was playing Burn, I loved the deck because win or lose, you had less than a minute on your clock all the time. You just jammed your spells. It was really, really easy because it's very easy to tell what the optimal play is in Burn. You just play your things, try to kill them. It's not that hard. Shouldn't Tremorsaur be bigger than that? Okay, yeah, okay. It was a little bit of lag. It was I took 1 from Static Shock and then 6 from Ice Grasp, so it should get +7, not +1. But it was just a little bit of lag. So now he's trying to kill the Tremorsaur. Does that mean he's gonna freeze the Stasis Warden? He didn't freeze, so his Stasis Warden's gonna die this turn. So what's my play? Oh, he Ambrieled. So we'll Dendrify Stasis Warden, then we'll play another Tremorsaur whenever I get priority. That's better than playing Immortal Echoes or Othra because, again, Tremor Sword is really hard to kill for him, and it kills him in one hit. Or not one hit, but you know, it's really difficult for him to stop. Plus, I have 2 level 2 Mastodons in my deck. And if I can draw level 2 patrons, like I can kill the Tree Folk and have it keep going through because it had 8 toughness due to the Enduring renewal. This hand's really bad. So I'm probably going to have to play Immortal Echoes and maybe Warclaw. If he has the Stasis Warden, I'll probably Dendrify it instead. But I definitely need to block this Tree Folk so he can't just continue hitting me for 7 extra damage a turn. If he doesn't have a Stasis Warden this turn, it's going to be pretty bad for him because he'll have to deal with my Tremor Sword, both Tremor Swords. And what can he do to that? He could have Static Shock Burnout plus Static Shock Burnout, but he's already played two Static Shocks this turn, so it's pretty unlikely he has 4 in his deck, since that's illegal. Which leaves him with... I can't think of a single out to double that Tremor Sword. Maybe play Stasis Warden, Static Shock the face, freeze a creature, burnout, or yeah. He can, if he has a Stasis Warden plus a Static Shock, he can freeze both my Tremor Swords. But he needs specifically those 2 cards to do it. Am I really have more time on the clock than a burn player? Like, really? This is one of the easier decks in the game to play. It's also one of the better ones. It's really, really polar. You can just kill people so easily. How many Tempests? He has 2 of them active, right? So if he has the 3rd one, I might actually die before my Tremor Swords can kill him, which is not great. Especially since I didn't draw the Mastodons this turn. So I'm probably going to end up playing Ancestral Echoes Roar Claw to try and get my Tremor Swords out of reach. I also could play like Legion Charge, Tremor Sword, Warclaw, kill the Tree Folk, make a Raptor, that sort of thing. Just try and get damage, make my Tremor Swords be out of burn reach, plus get damage on him. So there's a Static Shock, which means he doesn't have the Stasis Warden. So this Tremor Sword over here is going to do a lot of damage to him. Tremor Sword is like a damage bank. He doesn't forgive you. He doesn't forget the damage you've done. He makes sure you get it all back. So I'm just going to Legion Shard my Tremor Sword. It's a lot better than Ancestral Echoes now because it puts it out of Aura Tech, Battlebrand plus burn spell range. Like plus level 1 Flame Lance or whatever. And it's a lot better than just like... If I give it Ancestral Echoes, it's only +2. So he can Static Shock level 2 it plus Battlebrand it and it would die. Whereas this way he has to actually play 2 real burn spells against it. Which is a lot harder to manage. The best cards against this deck actually isn't Tremor Sword, it's Shardplate Behemoth and Dino Knight. But I just didn't draw them this game. Like the early ranks, I just had no Behemoths and no Dino Knights. I just played like Mastodons and Tremor Swords. Which are fine, not amazing. Usually what you want to do is be hitting them all the time with your Tremors, your Shardplate Behemoths and your Bronze, and then the Tremor Swords just like are something they have to deal with or they die. Shatterbolt the face, freeze the Tremor Sword. I think I'm actually dead here because I'm at 32. He has several spells left. I can't imagine he'll be able to... he won't be able to kill me. If he plays 2 spells to freeze both my Tremor Swords, I can't do 59 damage to him. So I'm actually dead here. I mean, I'll play it out in case he draws the hand of double Stasis Warden, double Ambriel's Edict, and something else. But might as well play Tremor Sword because it does the most damage. But I'm actually just dead here. Yeah, you don't need Tremor Sword to beat the burn deck. It's actually not that good since they started playing Stasis Wardens. All you need are Behemoths and Dino Knights. Because the Behemoths are 10/10s, they can't kill in one turn unless they want to put 2 burn spells to it. And then you play Dino Knight to heal up the Behemoths, and they keep attacking because Dino Knight has haste. And if they kill it, it comes back with another creature. So usually I win most of my games against burn not with Tremor Sword because this is kind of gimmicky. But you win it with just playing patrons, Dino Knights, and behemoths. You just keep attacking them over and over again, and they can't race it. They can easily race Tremorsaur, especially with Stasis Warden, because you can just throw a creature in front of it if you don't have Stasis Wardens, and if you do, you can just freeze it, and then that's it. I guess the problem that I ran into this game was I could have played Behemoth on turn 1 instead of in Enduring Renewal. Because Enduring Renewal didn't do a whole lot for me this game. It stopped my Tremorsaurs from dying to Burnout, which is pretty good. But I think the Behemoth would have been better if I had been playing against Burn. Because Behemoth does 10 damage a turn. And with Brawn, it's really hard to bring down. And if I would have drawn Bronze, I could have actually just kept attacking like that. Now I'm just sitting around while I'm waiting for my extremely slow Burn opponent to kill me. He has 2 active Ice Grasps, correct? So that means every Tempest spell he does 6 damage to me. And since every Tempest spell does 6 damage to me, he doesn't even need to play Tempest spells. He could play Embryo's Edict, Freeze Tremorsaur, attack for 7, and then just like pass turn. And that puts me at 25. And I can't imagine him having 2 hands in a row and not having 25 damage in it. Since he could just play level 1 Shatterbolt, level 1 Shatterbolt. That's, what, 11 damage per Shatterbolt? That's 22 damage, plus the Stasis Warden attack. So that's like the worst case scenario, and I still die to it. I guess I'll pause while he waits to kill me, because there's no sense in listening to me ramble while my opponent is DC'd. I guess if he really just DC'd, like if a meteor struck his house or something and I win this game, that would be pretty nice, but I don't really foresee it happening. Okay, so a meteor didn't end up striking his house after all, unfortunately. So I'm at 18 now. He froze my Tremorsaur, and he's probably just gonna shoot me with a Shatterbolt or something to kill me. Even if I don't die this turn, I'm dead next turn because he plays another spell and kills my Tremorsaur. He freezes my Tremorsaur and I die. Yeah, I'm just dead to this. I'm not gonna like wait 8 more minutes for him to Static Shock me. That's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand how he can play so slowly. Oh, but oh well. Let's see what I open with my... What was that, 3-3? I just like lost the last 3. Or, no, I lost the second one and then the last 2 I played. That's a Platinum pack, I think. 4-0 would have given me a legendary chest from the newest set, which would have been nice because I could have opened it during Vitality. Oops. I like the art on level... Oops. Ugh. Anyway, let's just open my good old Platinum prize pack over here. These are all shareable, so I can go and trade them on the ladder side if I really want to. I usually just don't bother. It's a lot of work. Stormbringer is also not one of those chase rares everyone wants. It's actually... This is one of the worst Platinum packs I think I've seen in a long time. There's actually not a single playable card in this pack. At least I already have 3 Stormbringers, so at least I get the silver there. And sweet, I guess that's it. Kind of a disappointing run. I'm going to change the deck a lot for the next time I play it, and probably play a bit better too. But until then, thanks a lot for watching, y'all. I appreciate it, and I'll see y'all next time.